will be Srimati Priyadarshini Govind. She will be presenting Abhinayam for Telugu padams. Srimati Priyadarshini Govind is one of the foremost Bharatanatyam dancers among the current generation. Trained by stalwarts like Kalai Mamani S.K. Rajaratnam Pillai and Padma Bhushan Srimati Kalanidhi Narayanan, she seamlessly blends new choreography with the traditional, gently redefining the boundaries of Bharatanatyam repertoire. Among her recent works are a unique set of DVDs conceptualized and created for Kalakriya, covering the entire Bharatanatyam Margam. She has collaborated with many great artists and brought out delightful artistic experiences for the audience. She is a recipient of many awards, a few being Nritya Kalanidhi, Sangeet Natak Academy Award, Kalai Mamani and Nritya Chutamani. She was the director of Kalakshetra Foundation between 2013 and 2017. She is the founder of Nava Darshana, an initiative that teaches dancers to view dance holistically. She will be presenting Abhinayam for Telugu padams.
கேட்கலையா? మధ్యలో వచ్చి ఉంటుంది. సౌండ్ ఇస్ ఓకే.
With respects to my gurus, Sri S.K. Rajaratnam and Srimati Kalanidhi Narayanan, it is my great pleasure and honor to be here. இந்த சபைக்கு என்னோட பூரண நமஸ்காரங்கள். இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு நிகழ்ச்சியில் கலந்துக்கிறதுக்கு நான் ரொம்ப பெருமைப்படுறேன். மை heartfelt thanks to Dr. Padma Subramaniam, who has curated this beautiful conference performance under the
IGNCA and in the premises of the South Zone Cultural Center in this beautiful historic city of Thanjavur. இங்கே அமர்ந்திருக்கும் எல்லா பெரியோர்களுக்கும் என்னோட நமஸ்காரங்கள். கல்யாண் சுந்தரம் மாஸ்டர் எல்லாரும், I am honored to be performing in front of all of you, presenting. My topic is Abhinaya for Telugu padams. It is during the Nayak and Maratha period. I have selected 4 compositions and each one of them ஒன்னொன்றுத்துக்கும் ஒரு ரீசன். அந்த காம்போசிஷனை ஏன்னா பதம்ங்கிறது ஒரு சாகரம் மாதிரி, அதுலேருந்து எதை எடுக்கிறது எதை விடுறதுன்னு தெரியாது. அதனால சில காரணங்கள்னால இந்த 4 பீஸஸை ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ணலான்னு. முதல் 2 நாயக் பீரியடில் எழுதின பதங்கள். ஒன்று ஷேத்ரியா, ஒன்று கம்போசர் கனம் சீனையா. அவர் அஃப்கோர்ஸ் அவர் மதுரை நாயக் கோர்ட்டில் இருந்தார். அவரோட காம்போசிஷன் கனம் சீனையா. அது 2 ஷஹஜி மகாராஜாது. ஸோ ப்ரீஃபாக ஒரு பேக்ரவுண்ட் கொடுத்துட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் நான் ஒரு ப்ரீஃப் பேக்ரவுண்ட் கொடுத்துட்டு ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன். The term padam in general refers to a word or a sentence. This probably has its origins in the love songs of the people, that is both the commoners and the aesthete. They expresses the different phases of romantic love and the myriad emotions experienced during these phases. Today, in the genre of music and dance, the word padam has evolved into meaning a musical composition which explores and reflects love sentiments. The musical quality and the musical arrangement of the padams composed during and performed in the Thanjavur courts during the Nayak and the Maratha period are, of course, of very high musical merit. The languages that the Sahitya or the text were written in, Sanskrit, Telugu, Tamil, Manipravalam, and during the Maratha period also, Marathi. Telugu padams are crystallized compositions which their roots are probably from Prabandham literature. They have embedded in them seeds of thought as a continuum. The potential idea from the already popular genre of poems such as the Tummeda padas, Vennala padas, Hela padas, etc. These padams reflect the romantic sentiments and sometimes they also speak about the socio-political, the religious status during that period. The Nayaks were great scholars. They excelled in the performing arts, whether it was music, dance, theatre, poetry, literature. And they also wrote many treatises, and in Raghunatha Nayak, who was also known as Abhinava Boja among his many titles, he has spoken about, in his Valmiki Charita, he has spoken about the Drishti Bhedas, the Sthai Bhava, Rasa Bhava, Sanchari Bhava. And Sangeeta Sudha is testimony to his musical scholarship. During his rule that Kshetraya visited his court. I will be presenting one composition of Kshetraya, and the Marathas, there was a second upsurge in cultural expansion during the Maratha period. I'm going to be presenting King Shahaji's two compositions. He, of course, was a great scholar in Sahitya, Sangeeta. He was a linguist, and the compilation of his padas which had themes of bhakti, vairagya, shringara, etc., known as Tyagesha padas, and I'm going to be presenting two of that. And he also, in his compiled work, the Rasika Karnamritam, he speaks about Naika Lakshana and Naika Vedas. Now, I'm just touching upon the background. Now, I'm going to come to the compositions itself. The first composition I will be presenting is of Khanam Seenaya, who was from the Madurai Nayak court, but he was during this period, and very interestingly, he speaks about the religious status during that period. In this composition, the heroine belongs to the Shaivite sect. She has taken Diksha, and the rule forbids her from having any relationship or anything to do with a Vaishnavite. And in this case, she is in love with Mannaru Ranga. And he comes into her home when she is in Shiva Puja. This is a beautiful dichotomy of what her heart wants, but what duty makes express what her duty is, what she should do. She says that I am in Shiva Puja, I have taken Diksha, even a little bit, I cannot go against the words of my Guru. Why do you come into my home? Why do you touch me? Why do you pull my sari? Why do you come near me? That's how the Sahitya goes. So in this composition, this Naika is bound, duty bound, and is to Shiva. Her duty lies with Shiva, but her heart lies with Mannaru Ranga. The beauty of this composition is, while her lips say, no, leave, go away, don't come to Mannaru Ranga, her eyes say, come, I am in love with you. So it is this dichotomy that is the beauty of this composition, that is also reflective of the religious times, the religious dichotomy of those times. Shiva Diksha Parv.
शिवदीक्षा परो रालनूरा ने शिवदीक्षा परो रालनूरा शीलमिल्दैन विडुव जालनु ने शीलमिल्दैन विडुव जालनु शीलमिल्दैन विडुव जालनु शीलमिल्दैन विडुव जालनु शिवदीक्षा परो रालनूरा शिव शिव गुरु लग्न्या वीरनो राने शिव शिव गुरु लग्न्या वीरनो राने श्री वैष्णवो डंटे चेरनो 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 राने शिवदीक्षा परो रालनूरा शिवदीक्षा परो रालनूरा शिवदीक्षा परो रालनूरा
I would like to um, express my gratitude and pleasure in presenting Dr. Subhashini Patsarthi, who's our musician for today. She's a senior student of Muktama and a very well-known and wonderful performer in her own right. We have young Vidwan KP Nandini, who is playing the violin today. The next composition, I am taking King Shahaji's. This is, we chose this because of it's a combination of 3 languages. Sucheta ji is here. It's such a beautiful composition. The lyrics are so pleasant to hear, especially for those who speak Tamil or who are familiar with the languages. I'll just quickly go through the words. Varum dayato aji, Sherum baguga Shiva Shankara. Here she addresses Tyagesha. I mean, the King Shahaji writes as a Naika who addresses Tyagesha. And she here speaks of her viraha. So you have all the motives of Madana that have been incorporated in this composition. Pavi tendral vachi badito. The merciless breeze has affected me greatly. Pakkaikara kuyilipudu kuchito. That cuckoo is singing and it's affecting my my senses. So all these are the motives of Madana. Avi hechanu tujavari. My soul searches for you. My spirit is searching for you. Anda madichi chaya nivari. That madi, that moon, feels like a furnace. Kannal villeshe paha. Kannal villeshe paha. Protect me from that Madana. Kannurakkam radu paha. I cannot sleep. Please give me a solution from that, for that. Yenneram napai daya paha. Always show compassion. Have compassion on me. Ini porukka jala vrishavaha. I cannot bear this, O Vrishavahanane. Idare nokku Adaram. Shower, look at my lips. Meaning, give me a kiss. Yennudiya sannulappai nagarekha kara. Make marks on my bosom. Your nail marks on my bosom. Madimuhattai muttadu sarasa. Please give me a kiss. Kiss my beautiful face. Mahilnd apani kara tyagesa. Make this union happen. So she's telling him and speaking of all her how she has been affected and longs to be with him. It's in Sambhoga. This is in it has the ragam mentioned is Khamas and Mishra Chapu. It has been compiled by Srimati Madhavi Rajagopalan.
வாரும் தயத்தோ வாஜி வாரும் தயத்தோ வாஜி ஷேரும் பாகுகா சிவசோகர 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 வாரும் தயத்தோ வாஜி ஷேரும் பாகுஷோகர வாரும் தயத்தோ ஆஜி பாவித்தென்றல் வச்சி பாதித்தோ பக்கைக்கார குயிலி பொடு கூஜித்தோ பாவித்தென்றல் வச்சி பாதித்தோ பக்கைக்கார குயிலி பொடு ಕೂಜಿತೋ ಅವಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚೆನೋ ತೂಸವರಿ ಅಂದಮದಿ ಸೀಸಾಯನಿವಾರೆ ಅವಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚೆನೋ ತೂಸವರಿ ಅಂದಮದಿ சிசாயனிவாரே வாரும் தயத்தோ வாஜி சேரும் பாகுகா சிவசங்கர வாரும் தயத்தோ வாஜி கண்ணல் வில்லேஷே பாக கண்ணுறக்கம் ராது பாக கண்ணல் வில்லேஷே பாக கண்ணுறக்கம் ராது பாக எல் நேரம் பைதயா பாக இனி பொறுக்க ஜால ரிஷவாக எல் நேரம் பைதயா பாக இனி பொறுக்க ஜால ரிஷவாக வரும் தயத்தோ ஆஜி சேரும் பாகுகா சிவசங்கர வரும் தயத்தோ ஆஜி இதழை நோக்கு ஆதரே என்னுடைய சல்லுலபை நகரே காக்கரா இதழை நோக்கு ஆதரே என்னுடைய சன்னுலபை நகரே காக்கரா மதிமுகத்தை மூத்தாடு சரசா ಮಗೆಂದೆ ಪನಿಕರ ತ್ಯಾಗೇಶ ಮದಿ ಮುಗತೈ ಮೋತಾಡು ಸರಸ ಮಗೆಂದು ಪನಿಕರ ತ್ಯಾಗೇಶ ವಾರು ದಯತೋ ಆಜಿ ಶೇರು ಬಾಗುಗ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ವಾರು ದಯತೋ ಆಸಿ ವಾರು ದಯತೋ ಆಜಿ ವಾರು ದಯತೋ ಆಜಿ
The next composition is by Kshetraya. This is Evatha Kudina Nemi. This is a very interesting composition where the way the Nayika shows her assertiveness and the way she describes her relationship with Muvagopala is so subtle and so nuanced. The situation is she's addressing her Sakhi, and in this case she addresses her as Kuvalayakshiro. In this different nuances and subtle shades. Here we have to keep in mind the context. So here it's almost it's bordering on a little bit of sarcasm, little bit of where she's patronizing a bit. I mean, this is the way the word can be opened out. So she tells her friend, why are you going on about this message that Muvagopala, the heroine's beloved, has been seen with many women? So the heroine, the Sakhi, is carrying tales, and maybe in a way, whether it's in a good intention or not, she is telling her that her beloved Muvagopala is not faithful to her. So this is the heroine's reaction. She says Kuvalayakshiro, which is the Anupallavi. Who are you talking about? My Muvagopala. That Muvagopala. It is not in your place. You don't have to come here and discuss these things with me enough. How does it matter? Evatha Kudina Nemi. How does it matter who he is with? Let him. It doesn't matter. You don't have to come and tell me all these things. And then, interestingly, she goes on to tell her Sakhi, in those beautiful times when we were together, he came to me with so much of love and desire. And the moments that I experienced with him. And here Kshetraya is very, very graphic. He uses, he says, when we were together, And when I kissed, when we kissed, she says, all I have sipped his lips dry. Today, whatever any other woman gets is only the dregs, that which I have left. Let him go, let him be with any woman. It doesn't matter. What I enjoyed with him can never be replaced. What the other women get now is only what I have left. So this is a beautiful way in which she expresses her love and the relationship she feels she shares with Muvagopala. Here, the word, when the line when the lyrics Muvagopala comes, sometimes we move away and it can be Venugopala, Madanagopala, Muvagopala, and you come back to Muvagopala. So, Evata Kudina Nemi, Ragam Gauli Bantu.
Madana Go Gopala Raja Gopala Venu Gopala Mamuva Gopala Rayadu Videgara Devate Kodena Neme Salo Devate Kodena Salo Itina to Anagore Manchi Tana Maina Manchi Tana Maina Nade Marco Pato Checono que Marco Pato Checono Conchaca Moya Have Samonana Conchaca Moya Have Samonana Go Raneje Ansu La Jeta Apa Lenchi Aniya Ni Tani Ve Tira movegada devate godina neme salo itina to nana kore
The last composition is again of Maharaja Shahaji's. This is a interesting composition. It's a Kandita Naika, Kandita Lakshana Padam. The ragam that has been mentioned is Kapi, Talam again, Mishra Chapu. Here, like Shivadiksha Paru, here the heroine is talking about, she is addressing here, I think, is Krishna, whereas and her beloved is Tyagesha. Here she does not want the advances of this man. So she says, tell me who you are now. You do not bear the mark of Shiva. Don't touch me. Shiva has Chandra. He wears a Chandra. But you seem to have many moon marks on your body. Shiva is known as Neelakanta. But look at your lips, your lower lip now. It is dark. I don't want you to touch me. You don't bear the mark of Shiva. Shiva bears the Ganga. But your body seems to have many sweat particles. He glows like camphor, but you are smeared with dust. He wears the elephant hide, but you have the Kanakambara. He is the great Tyagesha, says this heroine. Sorry, should I stop here? Okay. So I won't be demonstrating this composition. I just wanted to mention a couple of compositions of Shahaji and two Telugu compositions during the time of the Nayak period. It has been truly my pleasure and privilege to be a part of this conference that has been curated by Dr. Padma Subramaniam, organized by the IGNCA in the premises of the South Zone Cultural Center in this beautiful city. Thank you.
We are so grateful for bringing out such rare padams and such wonderful Abhinayam. I would like to request Padma Bhushan Dr. Padma Subramaniam to come and felicitate Srimati Priyadarshini Govind, Dr. Subhashini Parthasarathi and Srimati Nandini Sai Giridhar.
What a team. I want to apologize for coming late. There was one more event, part of this festival at the temple. So some of us had to go there and we got delayed. So sorry for coming late. But we saw Abhinaya Saraswati. And the honey-like voice, wonderful, wonderful singing, wonderful violin. You made it memorable. Thank you so much. You've enriched the festival with your demonstration. Thank you so much. Sorry, we can have a whole evening of such performances, but this festival is a kaleidoscopic view of Thanjavur culture, so a little bit of everything so that you inspire others to go into the details of every spectrum of culture. Thank you so much.
The next presentation will be by Srimati Jayashree Rajagopalan. Srimati Jayashree, Dr. Jayashree Rajagopalan. Dr. Jayashree Rajagopalan is one of the senior most students of Dr. Padma Subramaniam. She is a Bharata Nritya performer. She is the founder director of Nrityodaya, the Academy of Performing Arts, Mumbai. She holds a doctorate from Bombay University. She has also, to her credit, of being a teacher of dance in many universities. To her credit, she has many dance productions and lecture demonstrations. Her awards, she holds many titles and awards to her credit, a few being Nritya Perunjoti and Bharata Nritya Chutamani. Today, she will be presenting on the topic Murals of the 11th Century, an evolution from Ajanta to Thanjavur. I request Dr. Jayashree to come on.